Day 12. What's up, family? The sun finally came out today in its full glory, so I'm basking in it right now. In my favorite position, horizontal, of course. Yeah, continuing the rest game and letting my body do what it does. Realizing how important it is to unplug a little more. My addiction to my phone is becoming clearer and clearer, and technology in general. I wouldn't say it was out of hand, but it's all relative, and so I've just been watching the trees, enjoying the silence, meditating, and it seems that this whole point is to learn to listen to my body, that the body is infinitely intelligent, and I'm trying to get clearer and clearer messages from it. But in order to do that, the dust has to be cleaned off, the gears have to be greased, it has to be working and clean. So it would be like trying to listen to a radio whose antenna is broken. And by cleaning the body, I'm simultaneously cleaning the mind as well. And by cleaning the mind, I'm cleaning the body in order to listen to it more. Because when it comes down to it, my body knows what's best for me. And my body is not separate from my mind. So when I say my body, I'm speaking of my body and mind. My body knows what's best for me, and the more clearly I can understand and interpret correctly its messages, then the more fruitful my life will be, the easier I will manifest things and be of service to others in this life. So this process is about that. So yeah, some symptoms I'm experiencing are pretty mild, I'd say. Still have things coming out of my teeth and gums, white stuff, tension, particularly in my jaws, forehead area. I imagine a lot of stored mucus, dried mucus is breaking up. And an old injury. I was feeling a lot of energy around an old injury in my lower right back, and also the back of my right hamstring. So that's curious. That was probably nine years ago in a flag football game where I dove to deflect a ball from being received, and I did it, but I got fully horizontal in the air and fell right on my sacrum in doing so. Feeling just a lot of pressure relief in my lower back the past couple days. I feel taller, actually, and no bowel movements yet either, since basically day one. But I ain't stressing it. yeah, days are hard sometimes. Sometimes just a lot of negative emotions come up. And just watching those pass away with as much equanimity as I can. But I've taken a lot of meditation courses, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days in silence. And it feels synonymous with that in the sense that once I'm in it, I'm in it. There's no turning back. It's like I've put myself out at sea, and now I've got to swim. So that's how it feels. I mean, I could go into the fridge and get some food, but it's not. That feels like more of a danger than anything. I'm just swimming, and swimming right now is resting. So I'm in it, and yeah, I feel disciplined and strong and accomplished. It's been 12 days, and I imagine I'm about maybe a third or a little less than a third of the way through from what I planned. 5 to 6 weeks. And the healing's starting to kick in for sure. Feeling it all over. Going into pretty deep meditative states pretty quickly when I'm in stillness, which is a lot of the time. Listening to some audiobooks, watching some inspirational content, not really watching like movies or TV or anything. I did watch a movie last week, The Princess Bride. That's a good movie. And I think we're going to watch a movie this Thursday. So still balancing those things somewhat, but they're largely just drifting away as I get deeper and deeper into this. Probably lost about 7 kilos. So what's that? Like maybe like 16 pounds, a little less. Really in my torso. I see it in my torso. My face looks fine. I look thin in my torso. My legs haven't changed much. But I've still got a lot of fat. So I'm not worried about reserves, even as a thin person. My butt's got a lot of fat, my bubble butt. Yeah, we're moving now, folks. So that's all going well. But damn, it feels good to get some sunshine today. I've been cooped up in the house for the last 2 days. And even though I had fresh air, it's very comfortable. I'm happy to be outside right now and just enjoying getting some rays. So, yeah, a woman next door had heard about me and my buddy Richard fasting, and she's probably in her late 60s, early 70s, and she decided that she's going to fast this week for a few days. So, it's interesting, the ripple effect doing this has, and just normalizing it more, because it's not something that we have to do out of necessity like we used to, which is how our body adapted to this state in the first place. even though I see it as a necessity because I want my body to be clean, and it's a necessity in the sense that I want to be healthy, but it's not a necessity in the sense that there's a lack of food. So, which brings me to another point. If you're fasting or thinking about fasting, be discerning. I recommend being discerning about who you tell, if anyone. I told some people because I had already made that decision in my mind days, if not weeks before. But if you tell people as soon as you decide to do a fast, just be careful, because you've got this little intention that you've just created, and it's not very strong yet for the most part. And by telling other people, you're opening up to discouragement or questioning, or it's not solidified in your mind yet that yes, I'm doing this. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, I'm doing this. So when you do start to tell people, for me it was important to have that firm commitment in my own mind, and then tell just those closest to me, those I'm going to be around, those my parents, just so that they know, and gives them an idea that I may not be as available for this time that I'm fasting. And it also opens up, mothers worry. So my mom's worried, I'm sure, because she's expressed that to me. But it's been a good process for her too, because her worry has led her to do research on it, which has, I think, at least mitigated her worry to some degree. I think she knows now that I'm not going to die, I'm not going to starve, that the body has sufficient reserves to go without food for some time, which is good. In a way, she's upgraded her consciousness as well in this process. So yeah, back to my point, just be discerning, I would say, to who you're going to tell about this, and foster that intention when it first arises. And if it's not the time, then you can set a time, okay? Because I thought of doing this, a long time ago, but it just never quite materialized. And then probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago, it came up again, and I just knew that this is the time. August 1st, the new moon, I'm going in. And yeah, it all fell into alignment, and here we are, basking in the sun, day 12. All right, well, what a lovely process to watch the body take the garbage out. If you're thinking about it, good luck to you. I hope you find the courage and the circumstances to do so. If you're already in it and watching this, then you rock. Hope you continue until the time is right to end. Not too much, not too less, and not too more. All right. Much love to all of you. I will see you tomorrow.